it's got a swing over there. It got to get down there somehow.
Yeah. Look at this, is a good place for a kayak, canoe. Come right through this channel.
Every one of these dams has some type of waterfall on the left. Every dam we've looked at.
That's where that creek's coming in right there. Yeah.
That one's got one on the left too.
That creek's got a pretty good flow in it, see it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's coming up around the other side of that dam. But this is the fourth dam on the second Broad River. Up there next to the little town of Henrietta, North Carolina. It's got a pretty good little zippy flow. Come down there in inner tubes or kayaks. I think me and you do better in inner tubes.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'm a weeble and a wobbler.
Looks like a waterfall down there, see it? Where it drops off?
To the left of the channel?
Yeah, to the right.
To the right.
All the way down, look. Looks like it just drops off.
I'm not getting a sense for that, but I take your word for it. That's a pretty good sized rock in there.
That's another little creek coming in there. See it right there?
Yeah, that's that one we spied from that.
That one and that one.
Pretty awesome.
I don't think nobody owns this dam. I got it on that dam. You can't own a dam. It's producing electricity, no way.
Well, this dam is not, doesn't look like it was ever, well, I guess it had something to do with that mill.
This, I think, is the high fall, that sign say we just filmed?
High Shoal.
High Shoal Falls.
But I mean, I don't see any evidence that there was a powerhouse here. Don't suppose they would have put it in for flood control. That's not know why it's there.
Well, the old wooden structures are probably long gone if they had any. They built it for a reason. And it had to be harness power for that mill that was over here.
It must have been collecting the power downstream from here then, don't you reckon, unless it drained differently in the old days.
They could have hooked onto it right over there on that right hand side. See that floodgate hole?
Yeah.
We don't know how much is over under the weeds and stuff.
Yeah. True.
And it's making its way downstream where it'll run into the Broad just below the North Carolina line in South Carolina. It'll below between the North Carolina and South Carolina line and Gaston Shoals is where it runs in, I think. Then the first one runs in down that way too. No, I stand corrected. The first Broad River runs in between the state line and Gaston Shoals. The second Broad River runs in North Carolina on the Broad. Still beautiful. Rugged, rustic, beautiful. All this rock. You think we can get closer? Somebody's been here. Cigarette butt. And there's the old steps going back up the hill.
Thought that could be a slippery place.
Let me just try it, see how bad it is.